My biggest win with Adam has been Dublin Marathon, where I ran a 2 hours 48, and it was an 8-minute improvement on my first marathon in Belfast in the same year. Not only was that my biggest win to date, but the manner in which Adam's programming and preparation combined with the race day strategy which we discussed, the plan came together so perfectly. Is an experience at Dublin I will most certainly never ever forget. What I had been doing before I had been coached by Adam was running a lot, chasing volume under the belief that if I run as many kilometres as I can in a week, that I'm going to get quicker over a longer distance. In hindsight, I was getting a lot less value for the hours I was investing in my training. Yeah, and as I said, it was like a constant chase of volume. That was the illusion that I was under. I cram as much mileage into my week as possible around my work. Takes over most of my day, cramming as much mileage and thinking, okay, I'll start to run fast in the marathon. The biggest change for me, the massive change for me from before I was coached by Adam to having been coached by Adam, I'm approaching a year under Adam's coaching, and I have come on and developed as a part-time marathon runner, leaps and bounds. When I went on board with Adam in May last year, off the back of Belfast, I wanted to throw myself into marathon running, and under Adam's guidance I then ran Dublin Marathon last year in 2 hours 48 minutes. So immediately we saw 8-minute improvement in only a handful of months. The biggest change was stimulation over annihilation approach, which Adam brought to me and has educated me with. The way he has programmed for me, I'm not slaughtered in huge mileage weeks. I see a lot of other marathon runners on Strava and you can't help but compare. Sometimes initially I felt paranoid. I'm not doing, with thoughts of I'm not doing enough. But I just saw my paces and my speed improving and getting faster and faster, all in an extremely manageable program. Adam uploads the programming weekly, and mentally that actually kept me really fresh as well. Very much off field based on the communication between myself and Adam. If I was feeling tired or travelling away for the weekend, communicated with Adam as far in advance as I could. We were ticking the boxes, but also balancing life with training. And if I was to summarise, the approach and the balance which Adam brings you with and reassures you with regards to his training has been the biggest change for me, and I've really, really enjoyed that. Something else that I have found extremely helpful with Adam's programming, the mental support that he has given me throughout the year of which I've been on board with him. Some days I've just had heavy legs, elevated heart rate. Naturally after those you feel down, you feel self-doubt. My marathon goal is in jeopardy. Just get in the car and voice note Adam, probably for a bit of mental reassurance, because he has given me that in those situations. Adam has said to me, every session is written in pencil, and Adam has immediately reassured me. And I have found that mental support and that mental reassurance massive. Would I recommend Adam? I would recommend and have recommended Adam to everyone who has asked me about my coaching experience with Adam. When friends and training partners have said, would you recommend Adam? I have immediately said, without doubt, Adam. I couldn't recommend Adam highly enough. Why do I recommend Adam? His approach to training I have found so refreshing. His science-driven approach to training, the stimulation versus annihilation. We given very specific sessions with the goal of achieving very specific adaptations, and I have experienced continuous improvement under Adam's coaching. So yeah, I couldn't recommend Adam highly enough. He's an absolute gentleman to deal with. He always comes back to you with answers to questions that you may have, whether it's fuel related, kit related, training related. I also have touched on it. Adam doesn't say anything unnecessarily. It's very clear cut. In times of some rainy days, I have said, well, Adam, it's a bit wet looking out there. I wonder, should we push that session to tomorrow? There is a bit of tough love as well. I have really loved the balance of reassurance and listening to the body when required, but also that bit of tough love as well. Just get it done. It's programmed. It's an important session. I have actually found those sessions some of the most enjoyable sessions. Thanks, Adam. I love your programming and I can't wait to stay on board with your programming. I'm really excited to see where this marathon journey is going to continue to take me. So thanks, mate. Appreciate it.